Hello all. This is the beginning of a 4-part series to go over the tools that were sold through TJetClub. This series of videos is going to be called the Guilt series of videos, courtesy of Dave Hedrick calling me out on the videos. So we're going to start with the puller that we sold, and then we're going to move to the press, the wheel press. And then we're going to get into the RTHO. This is the one we just sold. This is the swivel-headed press. We're going to get into that. And then we're going to finish up with the assembly tool from RTHO. And this one's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, and I've got a special tool that I want to show you so that you can make your own for reassembly purposes. So this, we're going to go ahead and start. This will be the beginning. We're going to use the scale engineering wheel puller, and we're going to use that. I'm going to be working on this Charger right here that still has cake on it. Yes, this is the car from the second anniversary cake. They still need to be cleaned. All three of them are here, and we're going to get them cleaned up. And we're going to begin using our wheel puller. And so let's get started. All right, so today we're going to be working on this one right here. And yes, that is frosting from the second anniversary TJetClub cake. They have been patiently waiting on my bench to get cleaned up. And so that's what I'm working on today. So we want to work with our wheel puller, this guy right here. So we're going to take that off. We'll put that right there. Now, these pullers are good pullers, but they do struggle at getting stock TJet wheels off. Like most pullers are not thin enough to get behind. So we're going to go ahead and take the tires off, and then because of the front axle, we're going to go ahead and pull the springs, the pickup shoes and springs. And then I'm going to take and wash all these in the ultrasonic washer. And let's see here. So I'm going to take my Buzzorama. I'm going to take a good sniff first. Oh yeah, okay, we're ready now. And I want to just work this a little bit. And you don't want to pry very much on these wheels because you'll elongate the hole in them. So all I'm really trying to do is, oh, look at it come right off anyway. I was going to try and create a space to where I could get the puller in behind it. The more you use the puller, the better. Then your hole stays better, and the wheel will go back on with some resistance rather than being elongated or ovaled. So I'm going to go ahead and use the puller on this side right here to push that out. So, and the reason I'm taking the wheels off to clean this chassis is because if you put the wheels in the cleaner, it takes the chrome off. And so I don't want to take the chrome off. I just want to clean up this chassis. And I'm not a guy who likes a polished chassis. I don't really care for that personally. And so I'm just trying to I want it just clean. I want to be able to look at it and say, that is a good clean chassis. So now I pried that out just enough to get my puller behind there. Make sure your drive pin is lined up with the axle. There we go. And then just pull it out just like that. And this is a good puller. And remember, this puller and this tool right here, which will press back on, these drivers are interchangeable and you can mix them up. And I do it a lot, actually, depending on what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to move from one side to the other. Here, this is a little trick. We're going to take and push that dude right out, and then we can get this behind it. And then always press your axle to the back side of the gear. Get it lined up. Look how nice that comes off. Now this puller will work really good on the hot rod wheel. We got a little bearing hair there. Let's put that on the hood. We'll keep that. All right. So let's see here. We're going to take this off, and then our next step is we're going to break this down in our swivel-headed press. Dump our brushes out. Magnets. This has got the good black magnets in it. If you're going to race stock TJets, that's a good one. It's got the red wire with gray tip and a silver gear. Now you can, this is one area, I was messing with this one day and I thought, you know, if you was to narrow one of these right here, you could get that to hook inside of that, and then you could use this to press that axle out. And that'd be kind of slick. You know, that'd be kind of slick. But to be honest, if you got a hold of this with a pair of pliers, you can pull it. But remember, always pull or press with your axle coming this direction to the back side of the gear. Otherwise, when you pull or press it the other way, then these teeth can be run into the chassis and it'll create flat spots in the teeth. And man, that really harms performance. Right now, it's a little bound up because it's got frosting in it. So that's another thing. Keep your cars out of the frosting if you want performance cars. Okay, we'll mess with that axle later. So that's the simplicity of the wheel puller. And like I said, it works really good on the hot rod hubs and all the wheels that have a spacer behind them. But with the stock TJet tire and wheel, you got to pull it out just a little bit to make use of it. You can use this for pulling some gears on different chassis, but not on the TJets. So, okay, and that's the simplicity of that video. And the next step is we're going to break that gear plate down. All right, thanks for stopping by.